Yeah, no.
Well, I can't.
Same as normal.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. It's a nice Saturday afternoon. It's a little cool here. It's about 40 degrees and windy, but the sun's out. It feels great. Nice, big, beautiful blue skies. So we've got a lot of food. We unloaded just a little bit of it now, and I'm going to unload the rest of it once we put the food out. But we're going to go ahead like normal and put the food out right now, and then we'll have some thank yous for you and some cards and some other information to share with you. So we will be right back.
Bird seed.
In front.
Okay.
Little birds can be seen.
Probably should have put some on top of the Snowman's hat. little area where you have the corn.
Yeah, you can put it all over, just to add some minerals.
porcupine quills. Hopefully none of the animals got it. I had a cousin that used to make jewelry out of it. A bunch of porcupine quills. There you go. Let's see. the other quills?
Oh, no, this must have been from what all the scratching was all about last night. Yeah, the ground is covered in porcupine quills.
My cousin used to make jewelry out of it.
Yeah, actually, they're pretty cool. I think I'll pick them all up later. Yeah, there's got to be, I don't know, what do you think, 20 or 30 of them?
I would say a dozen.
Don't
Not
know.
that many.
You see all these over here?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have a contest to see how many. I'm saying 20 or 30. Brenda's saying a dozen.
I say a dozen. You can pick them up.
We like to compete. Yeah, she's going to, I'm going to pick every one of them up, too. All right.
I have work to do.
I know, we both do. Got some things to share with you. Got a couple thank yous that we'll start out with. Want to thank Rachel and Chad Hatt from Sheboygan, Michigan. They're right here. And they've been helping us out on a monthly basis, and we certainly appreciate that, so thank you. And then we received a generous donation yesterday from Judy Lovetto in Daytona Beach, Florida. So Judy, thank you very much for that. And I'm sure it's much warmer where you're at in Daytona Beach than it is here.
It's nice out today, especially if you have to do yard work.
Yeah, it is a good day to work outside. In fact, actually, I stopped about a mile and a half from here. We've got a place, and I stopped by before I came here, and neighbor was out in the yard, and I stopped and talked with her a little bit. And towards the end of the conversation, she says, "I got a bone to pick with you." And I thought, uh-oh, what do I do now? She says, "We haven't seen any deer." And they're about a mile and a half from us. I said, you're hogging all the deer over there. But actually what happens is they start from the west because there's a couple nice rivers over here in a swampy area. So as spring arrives, like it is now, they start heading this way, and obviously this is their first stop before they start heading across the golf course and over to that part of the property. All right, want to give you an update on Richard. Got a call from Gene, and Gene, thank you very much for posting on the website just a quick little update to let us know how he's doing. But Gene called me this morning, and she said it was kind of funny. She was actually able to talk to Richard yesterday, and the very first two questions that he asked, first of all, he wanted to know what the date was, and she told him, and he couldn't believe that he's been in the hospital for so long. And then the second question he said was, has the bear showed up at the Snowman cams? And then she laughed. So that tells us a lot about how Richard's doing right there. But yeah, the first thing he's thinking about is what's going on here at the cam. So hope to continue to hear great news. And Gene, thanks again for posting that on the site. We really appreciate that. Want to thank all the new people. We've had quite a few people join our two Facebook pages.
And explain to the new people who Richard is.
Oh man, how do I explain who Richard is? Without Richard, there would not be a Snowman cam. Richard has been involved in everything you can possibly think of here, and I'm going to list some things, but I'm going to forget 90% of it. But I mean, he built the Snowman here. The one we had was getting in pretty rough shape. Richard provides the flags for us.
The face. People are asking where the face came from.
Yeah.
It's actually plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's plastic. It's not carved, but Richard has fixed it. I used to have eyes that glowed, but eventually that quit doing. Richard came up and helped me build the pond on the other side of the house, so the animals have something close by here to drink. Richard's already planning on helping us build a new one. We're planning on sometime this summer building one in the background, or well, whenever. At some point, we're going to move that pond from there over to this side, so people can actually see it. If you look through our website, you'll see pictures of bear bathing in our pond, and it gets used a lot by all the wildlife over there. So
he runs the store.
He runs the store.
Sends all the shipments out.
Yeah, he does everything from designing stuff. He designed our logo, handles all our printing for us, handles all the ordering of all the merchandise, getting everything silk screened,
Chat room.
Packaging it up, right? He monitors our chat room. So, I mean, he's like the one-man Snowman cam man. So for those of you who don't know him, but I will guarantee you will know Richard, because when he comes back here, he's going to come back strong, and he's really responsible for that chat room really being what it is today, and that's a nice, safe place where people can come and talk, and teachers can not be afraid if their students are looking at it, and that type of thing. So, and I forget 90% of what Richard does, but just think of everything, and he either does it or plays a major role in it.
And someone asked if he was family. He's not a blood relative. Neither Ken or I have any biological fathers anymore. So Richard is kind of our adoptive father. We think of him as our father, and we love him dearly, but no blood relation, but we feel as close to him as our own fathers.
Yeah, and I agree. Richard is family as family can be, but Richard may take issue to saying he's like a father because he's not old enough to be our father. Not mine. I mean, yours maybe biologically, yeah, he could be, but Richard's not that much older than I am. So, but anyways, yeah, just a dear, dear friend. Okay. Group, and that's something you have to ask. Phenomenally talented people from around the world that produce content for our Facebook page every single day, and so it's there, and you're going to want to see that, and it's just such a great community. And when you join, just make sure that you introduce yourself, because when you join, nobody knows who you are except me. I can see who you are, but nobody else knows. So yeah, give them the pleasure of welcoming you to the site, and I think you'll be surprised at the welcomes that you will receive from around the world when you join.
And I'm anxious to see all the outfits that someone's sending for Gigi. It'll be fun, and I welcome anything that you send. If it doesn't fit, I can easily adjust it. We'll put it on. And love that all the people from overseas are learning English from us. That's
yeah,
not that it's proper English.
No, I was going to say, you don't want to learn English. I'm not even sure I speak English. So, yeah, I'm amazed at people from other countries that are actually learning the language from us. And, yeah, the outfit with the goose is 27 inches tall, because people have asked that.
Yes, it's a cement goose.
Yeah, they generally make two different size geese out there. I guess that would be the word for it.
Yeah.
And we have the bigger of the two. They make a smaller one that people can get, you know, to kind of sit on their front porch. And those clothing, that clothing is a little bit smaller, so it won't fit. But like Brenda said, she's cut outfits apart and added fabric or elastic or whatever needs to be done to make it work. But yeah, this is the bigger of the two. Earthcam, thank you as always. You guys are the ones that keep us on the air. I see that it looks like the beta test might be over with for a while, because I've noticed they've gone back to, at least on our website, the original video player that doesn't have all the fancy controls. But we shouldn't be having any more issues now with people not being able to hear us. So they're going to work on that some more and get that working, so they can add all those new features without some people losing either the picture. Some people lost the picture, and then some people have lost the sound. So, but everything should be back working perfectly again. And Earthcam, we appreciate all your help there, and we also appreciate all the folks that have been posting in the Earthcam Hall of Fame. That's probably the #1 way of us gaining new viewers from around the world there. So we appreciate you doing that. I also want to thank all the people yesterday. I was saying we were at 697 subscribers on our YouTube page, and my goal was to get to 750 for the month. I didn't think we were going to hit it now because we've only got a few days left. But yesterday there was a little surge. I think we've had like 12 or 15 people, so it's I don't know, it might be 710, 712, something like that. So we still have an outside chance of hitting that 750 goal. I'm kind of a goal guy, and so I set that goal to try to be there by the end of the month. But we'll see. So if you really want to see some cool content in addition to our Facebook page, or maybe you don't do Facebook, go to our site, snowmancam.com, click on our YouTube link at the top of the page. It'll take you right into our page, and
You're sneaking over. Sorry. YouTube page.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot to cover. When Brenda stops me, I usually get thrown off.
Sorry, there's a deer walking through the woods.
Okay, so anyway, so it looks like we may have, if you want to find us, that's what I was starting to say. If you want to find it, if you go to snowmancam.com, and at the top of the page, click on the YouTube link that takes us right to our page. It's free to sign up. It's free to subscribe to our page, and you'll see a lot of great content. It's really nice for new people, especially because there's hours and hours and hours of video from years past where we've done some behind the scenes. It looks completely different when what we're looking at compared to what you're seeing. And there's a lot of news footage and just a lot of history of why we're doing what we're doing here. So that's a great way to get caught up with us in a hurry. Okay, just a couple of things. I'd like to keep you posted on how our eBay and our Amazon program is working here, and it's pretty slick. On our Facebook, or not our Facebook page, but on our website, snowmancam.com, underneath the chat, there's a spot there where if you click on the eBay link before you go shopping at eBay, they share a small portion of the sale with us. And so far for the month, which we're getting towards the end, but we've actually, eBay has been able to raise $48 for us. So we really appreciate that. And again, when you do that, when you click on that link, it takes you to your normal eBay. Nothing changes, and they don't report any of that information to us as far as who you are, where you live, what you bought. We don't know anything of that. They just give us an amount. And then on Amazon, which we only started, 3 or 4 days ago, I think.
Maybe a week.
Has it been that long? Well, anyway, so far, for just that short period of time, that has raised $14.82 for us. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, every bit helps. And so if you do Amazon and you happen to be at our site, before you decide to go shopping, just go ahead and click on that Amazon banner. Again, it's right underneath the chat room, and right-hand side of the page, just above the eBay link, you'll see a little thing there. And if you go there, same deal. They won't share any of your information with us, but they'll just let us know that a purchase was made and what percentage we've got. So that's been just a great program, and I certainly appreciate the people that referred that to me. And I brought this along just to show you what we've gotten from people. For those of you that do Facebook, you saw the picture I just posted here not too long ago. I stopped the Tractor Supply and picked up 1,050 pounds in food. And where that came from, it was paid 100% through these gift certificates, which I didn't even know there was such a program. I don't even know how to do it. I haven't tried to do it. But people literally from all over the country have gone to Tractor Supply, and through our email they're able to send us this. I print it off and I walk in and boom. So what's been nice is today we were able to buy 1,050 pounds of food, and I still have a balance of $18.27 left. We got to go back yet today. I was afraid to put any more in the car because it was starting to ride pretty low, having that much weight in the back.
Yeah,
So,
we're out of suet, so we didn't purposely forget it. We just don't have any. We have to go get some more.
I think the coons have figured out how to open our suet feeders and take the whole thing out of it, because we normally don't go through 2 hunks of suet every day. So we're going to run back and get that. We need more sunflowers, a bunch of other stuff we need to get. But I at least wanted to make sure that we got the corn and oats and pellets out here today. So is there anything else we need to share, or?
Unless you want to wait
Unless I want to wait what?
for our news.
Yeah, I can tell a little bit about that. And we had mentioned this before, that Brenda and I were planning on moving back into this house. This has been my house here since 1995. I've lived here for many, many years. And then Brenda had a house closer to town that we've been spending most of our time at. Well, Brenda's decided that she has fallen in love with this out here. I mean, I know it's nice to watch this on camera, and it is. It gives you a little taste of what it's like, but you really need to be here to see what it's really like. It's pretty cool. So when she said, I think I'd like to move out there and live in that house, I wasn't sure she'd want to, because it is a long ways from town. We said, all right, well, the first thing we need to do is put the house up for sale, and we did that Monday. We did it Monday, and this morning we had 3 offers. We accepted an offer. It was actually for more than we were asking, so praise God for that. We certainly appreciate that. And it was a cash offer, which means it can close pretty quickly. So we're going to be busy here. You're going to see us working, moving stuff in, moving stuff out. We're going to have a sale at this house because we are getting rid of everything in it, as far as beds and furniture, you name it. Because Brenda already has a house full of very nice stuff, so that's coming here. So you may see some action here coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that's kind of the big news for us. And I think we weren't going to share it till actually close, but you're going to start seeing a little more of a buzz of activity here. So we just wanted to let you know what that's going to be all about. So, anything else you want to share?
Hopefully the internet gets hooked up before we do.
Well, yeah, that is one of the disadvantages here. Those of you who have been watching us for a while, when we had guests staying here, especially if a bunch of them were on their phones or laptops in the house, it would slow the internet down, and this would start breaking up out here. And they've got fiber installed, They just don't have it hooked up at their building yet, and they originally thought they'd have it done by January, and the last I heard it would be done by June. And we're certainly hoping that that's the case, because that obviously will create an issue for us not being able to use the internet here, because we don't want this to break up, but we still need to be able to use the internet from time to time. So we'll try and maybe do our things when things aren't quite so busy. So lots of good things. I'm not going to pick up the quills today because I know we got to go, but I know there's got to be at least a couple dozen. Oh, yeah, before we wrap it up, we've got some cards, too. We stopped to the P.O. Box this morning. And for those of you that want to send a card to Richard, I'll give you the P.O. Box when we finish here. But Richard has received a card here from Julie Crane, and she is from Alton, Hampshire. I got to make sure I pronounce it right. I used to say Shire. Hampshire, England. So, Julie, thank you for that, and that will stay sealed until it goes to Richard, and Richard will be opening those as soon as he's well enough for visitors. And then we also received 2 cards here. One is for Richard, and one is for Richard's wife, Jean, and their family, which is very cool. These are really nice. This one's got a snowman on it, and it says Believe. And this is from Roger and Martina Boyle, and they are from Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. So that's the one going to Richard. And then we'll also at the same time be giving a card that also says Believe and Hope on it and a heart. And oh, they got a snowman sticker on the back. And this one's going to Jean, and this is also from Roger and Martina Boyle from Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. So Roger and Martina, thank you. I know these will mean a lot to them. And if you are interested in giving a card to Richard, even if you don't know him, this is the first time you've heard about him, if you love the Snowman Cam, you love Richard. Richard is the Snowman Cam. And the P.O. Box for us, and we're gathering all these to take them to him, is P.O. Box 888, and that's Gaylord, Michigan, 49734. Yeah, I'm waiting for the motorcycles to go by in case I'm drowning out what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Neighbors going by. You can tell it's spring, the dirt bikes are coming out. But anyways, again, our P.O. Box is 888, Gaylord, Michigan, 49734. And like I said, if you'll send us a card, we will make sure that gets off to Richard. We certainly appreciate everyone else that supports us here. So, if we're done, are you done? Ready to go to work?
So. Yes.
All right, we're going to take off. We need to find not find Gigi's hat. I didn't put it back on yesterday because when the deer removed it, it actually chewed part of the straw hat, and I wasn't able to reconnect it. So Brenda's going to try and find a hat. In fact, actually, I need to tighten up the flag. But I'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Just want to say that wherever you're watching us from around the world, that I hope you're warm and safe and comfortable and dry. We hope you're in good health and that you're well fed. And with your help, like the folks I mentioned here, we'll be here every day making sure that we got food out here for the animals.
It doesn't match, and I don't know if it'll
Oh, you
stay.
found a little visor?
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to get my cordless screwdriver to tighten this down a bit, and then we will see you tomorrow.
See if I can touch it this way. I didn't touch it, dear.
No? Okay.
Alright, I guess that may do. So, better nothing.
I took it out to get some suet. The suet box was empty, and then I just set it down there. No, I was afraid of that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Wow, you can tell the sap is running. All right, I got to find a couple more screws. This is a maple tree right here, and the sap is really running from where the screws were. But I think it's going to be all right. All right. Todd will be out here later to put some more food out. Meantime, he's going to spend the whole afternoon with us working on doing some work at another place. So, but you'll see him out later tonight. So take care, everybody. Have a great, great Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow.